One of my favorite musicals of all time is Wicked. If you're not familiar with it, it's the story of the Witches of Oz. The main theme in the story is friendship and sacrifice for those we love. Now, I really want to focus on the final song in the musical, which is called For Good. The reason why I bring this up is because when I think about the influence that my mentor, Kat, has had on my life, it makes me think of the story of Wicked. The line of For Good that specifically comes to mind when I think of her is, "So much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart." I would like to tell you about my relationship with Kat and how she has been one of the most important influences in my life the past couple of years. I met Kat through my church college group where I was placed in her small group 2 years ago. Through weekly meetings as a group, as well as intentional one-on-one time, we learned more about each other and started to go through life together. Because of past experience I've had with leadership, I was hesitant to let someone new into my life when I knew she would have a lot of power to hurt me if she left. It took a long time, but Kat has taught me to trust her through multiple occasions where she's come through for me. In addition to this, she provides constant verbal reassurance that she loves me and will always be in my life, which is exactly what I need to hear most times. Kat is one of the strongest people I know. At 28 years old, she has the wisdom of a woman well beyond her years and has lived quite a life. She is a passionate advocate for human trafficking victims and has traveled to Thailand and Cambodia twice to work with young girls who were trafficked. I had the privilege of being able to go on one of these two trips and was able to see her passion for fighting injustice and just how much she loved these girls. And it inspired me in turn to fight just as hard for those who don't have a voice for themselves. And not only is Kat a voice for others, but she also has a strong sense of who she is and knows her own voice well. One of the most important lessons that she's taught me is how to be comfortable with being single, because it's the best opportunity to strengthen your relationship with God. It wasn't until a few months ago that Kat got into her first serious relationship, and even now that she's with someone, she's still independent and knows that she could live without him and be content. This has been such an important lesson for me to hear, especially as a college-age student, because as much of a gift as marriage is, the only one who can fully complete me as a person is God. Another reason why I admire her so much is that she's fiercely loyal to the people she loves. Her family is the most important thing to her, and she would do anything for her nieces. She also extends this loyalty to myself and the other girls in our college group. There have been many times where it would be inconvenient for her to be there for me, but she does it anyways. She's truly the person I can call at any time, day or night, and she'll answer the phone, which has been proven before in different situations where she's given up sleep in order to be there for myself or one of my close girlfriends. And it's through actions like these that I've really been able to see what it looks like to exemplify the characteristics of Christ. If those aren't enough reasons to admire Kat as a person, she's also impacted who I am as a person. She constantly reminds me of my own strength and what I'm capable of getting through. Not only that, but Kat is also one of the few people in my life who will honestly tell me when I've made a mistake and when I'm wrong in any situation. This is important because if left up to my own judgment, I would feed into my ego, but I need to be humbled every once in a while and be corrected in a loving way. I could go on and on about how incredible of a woman my mentor Kat is, but then we would be here all night. So the most important thing that I'd like to leave you with is the challenge to find someone in your life that will positively influence you the way that Kat has influenced me. As I mentioned in the beginning, she's the person who has greatly made me who I am and changed me for the better because of the impact that she had on my life. As Christians, we're meant to live in community, and it's people like her that make the hard times manageable because I know she will be there through it all with me no matter what.